laman doon sa advertisement deal na yan sa pagitan ng DOT at ng PTV4. Pero ngayon pakinggan muna natin po yung pagpapatuloy ng hearing.
DZXL Special Coverage.
150 million
Opo.
ang binayad sa Macan.
Yun po yung naka-allot na budget po sa kanila, 650 po.
And was that paid?
Sorry, sir.
Was that paid?
Yes.
Was that
I'm not aware po. I'm not aware, Mr. Chair.
Secretary Teo?
I think hindi po ako din sure because during that time ito po yung nangyari na yung sites that we have to cancel, but the contract was during the time of Secretary Jimenez. Sila po nanalo, so I continued during my term.
I'm astounded. I mean, that's an awful lot of money for Macan Erickson, for a client that is, really scrounging to get a good budget to get out into the international and domestic community. Go ahead, anyway.
Mr. Chair, siguro out of the 650 million dun sa Macan, ano lang ba to? Media buy-in or
Halo-halo.
part din yung pag-produce ng ads?
Yeah, kasama yan, pag-produce ng ads.
Pati yung pag-produce ng ads. So yung anak was part of the 650 million and ano ba yung bulag?
Sites.
Yung sites. So I guess hindi nyo nabayaran yung 650 million because may problema tayo dun sa sites. Tama po ba? And then what was the media placement?
Hindi ko na to. Walang data. No data. Sorry, Senator Nancy, but we did not bring in
Na data? But,
the data.
pero meron naman ho. I guess
we
siguro
have.
Secretary Bernard, do you have that data? Kung merong media plan?
For the record, I had a conversation with Senator Trillanes. We are going to call Mr. Montano. Montano? Montano.
Montano.
Cesar?
Montaño.
Montano.
Udalenye. I'm
Montano.
Cesar Montano.
Montano.
Ito kayo mga Kastila talaga. Hindi, Basco eh. We will call him and continue with the duty-free Philippines investigation at the next hearing. I will try to finish this meeting now so that I can make a report insofar as this is concerned, so I can go to the next, because the Blue Ribbon Committee is awash with cases, and I wish I didn't have to. I'm willing to sell it for anybody for 1 centavo. But anyway, go ahead. And the answer is?
So who has that media plan?
What we have here is the Macan Terminal Report, which I can turn over po to you.
Then yun yung for the 650 million. And it,
Apo.
yeah. So noong 2017...
Would you turn over the report, please? Can you? Yeah, sorry, Nancy.
Yes, go ahead.
I just want to make sure that we get yes. Thank you. Go ahead, please.
And then for the 2017, I assume that you also have a media plan for 300 million. May media plan din kayo for 300 million.
As I mentioned po, the branding campaign is under the Office of the Secretary.
Okay, so Secretary Teo, do you have a media plan?
I don't have the copy.
Sige, please.
The question is, did you have a media planner for the 300 million?
Yes, but hindi ko po ma-itemize. We have that. We will give you a copy because mahirap na po kasi kumuha ngayon ng mga records sa DOT.
Well, we'll ask. We will ask. It would be unfair for her to get it.
Yeah.
And Mr. Chair, siguro let us also include the 2018 media plan.
Yeah.
The what? Which
The 2018 media plan.
Yes, of course, of course. We will get the 2018. The chair directs the Secretary of Tourism on a request basis to please submit to us these matters that are being raised by Senator Binay. I just want to clarify, with again the permission, I don't want to miss the opportunity. 650 million ang binayad sa Macan Erickson.
Yes.
Yun po yung naka-allot na budget po. Pero in terms of magkano po yung binayad talaga, wala po.
No, but the contract is for 650
Yes
million.
po, yes po.
Obligated yon.
Yes po.
Pinutol natin yung kontrata sa kanila dahil nagkalat na doon sa
Sites.
sa
Sites.
yung blind man.
Yes po, yung sa sites po, Mr. Chair.
Sites. Sites.
Sites. yung bulan.
Sites. Sites, Mr. Chair.
Sites po,
Blind
sites.
man eh. Side. Sorry. And 300 million, o bukod sa 650, meron pang 300 million for the campaign.
Hindi po. Ang alam ko po, yung 650 million for 2016, 2017 po, 300 million. Yun po yung sabi ng Secretary kanina po.
Okay.
So yung 2017, makan pa din?
Hindi na po. Yung 300 million, hindi na po.
Siguro, how much was the contract for makan?
650.
Hindi ho, because there was a 2015 pa, di ba? Tapos nag-carry over ng 2016.
2016 po yung transition eh.
Yeah.
So, ang storya po niyan, para po ang nanalo talaga sa bidding ng time pa ni Secretary Mon Jimenez was Macan. Kami na lang po ang nag-implement.
And how much was the contract?
It was 650 million na po.
So kayo lang yung
Yes po.
nag-execute nung ano. Siguro maybe we can ask COA.
Yeah.
Na-audit yung ho ba itong transaction between DOT and Macan?
Good question.
Na-audit po namin yung contract and then the payments. Hindi pa po nila na babayaran ng buo kasi nga lumabas yung problema. And ang nagka-problema po sila sa creatives. Pero may mga contract na rin po yung mga placement. So yun po yung itinuloy na yung anak nang ina-advertise. So doon po sa sa KR po namin nakalagay po doon kasi may mga kulang po mga documents kaya hindi pa po namin masyadong thoroughly na audit po.
Anyway, we should get a copy of that by budget time, right?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Makuha naman namin ho yan by budget time. Budget time na ngayon eh.
Apo,
Yung report din nyo.
nasa KR po.
At saka, I need to know how much Macan Erickson was paid after the contract had been cancelled.
Ito, sir. Sir, ito pong nandito sa page 130 ng aming
Report.
annual report. May disbursement po na 271 million. 718. 271 million po.
Ano po yun? Balance?
Hindi po, yun yung nabayaran na po. Na-disperse po. 718, 558.11 or 42%. As of December po yun.
217?
71 million.
Yun.
718, 558.11 to be exact. Or 42% of the contract cost. Yun po yung nabayaran na po sa Macan. As of December po yun.
I just want to be sure. Yung hindi nabayaran, dahil meron ng obligation na bayaran yung commercial nung site,
Opo.
ipinasa na lang doon sa anak. Diba? What is the meaning of anak? Diba?
Kasi po yung creatives, marami yata po creatives yun. Kasama po yung bulag ba yun?
Bulag yun ako.
Yun po. Yung kasama yun sa bulag. Yung anak
sabi
tsaka
ko
yung
blind,
bulag. Kasi marami pong creatives. So, ang itinigil po nila yung site sa creatives po. Pero yung placements po, kasi kontrata na po. Kaya yung anak na po yung pinapalabas nila.
O nga, pero kaya nga, yung anak, yung site o bulag o yung blind, meron ng obligated na ipapalabas yung commercial. Ngayon, dahil kinancel yun,
Opo.
ginamit ng DOT ngayon yung para sa anak doon sa balanse ng commercial para di na madimanda. Ano po?
Opo, kasi po lahat nga po yun
Biro ko lang ako kayo dahil
Opo.
nainis talaga ako doon eh. I'm sorry, I don't really. So yun ang kwan.
Opo.
Opo. Salamat po. Thank you.
Siguro, Mr. Chair, Macan was doing the creatives and the media placement for 2016. Correct? And 2017?
2017 lang po.
2017 lang
Yes
yung...
po. Opo.
Pero dito sa transaction niya with PTV4, you did not use Macan for the placement. Tama? So, para lumalabas, may placement kayo na under ng Macan, tapos meron din kayong placement na decided by DOT themselves. Tama po ba?
Yeah.
Siguro, bibigyan ko lang ng background kasi during the campaign, you were doing our placements. Kaya medyo familiar din kami with how it's done. So parang lumalabas ngayon, noong 2017, nandyan pa rin yung Macan. So bakit hindi niya na lang ginamit yung Macan for all your placements?
Yun na. Nasira tayo sa sites. Your Honor, hindi na po namin ginamit ang Macan because of what happened yung sa sites.
No, for the creatives.
Yeah.
But for the placement, tuloy-tuloy siya hanggang 2017?
Did you? Yeah.
Tama po ba?
Placements, but creatives din na po.
Tinuloy niyo yung placement, ha? Baka hindi namin naintindihan ni Nancy, ni Senator Bina. Tinuloy niyo yung placement dahil nakakasa na yun eh.
Yeah.
Di ba? So, yung budget doon, ginamit nyo for anak.
Anak.
And after anak was, because I remember during that time, you said that you're gonna use another agency to do your creatives. Was this done?
Wala po. Hindi na po natuloy.
So ginamit niyo na lang yung kung ano man yung nagawa na ng Macan.
Oo.
Because apparently hindi lang to anak eh. May, di ba parang 3 materials ba to? Or how many materials were produced by Macan?
4 na materials po. The first one was the anak. The second one, if I'm not mistaken, it's the Madrid Fusion Manila for 2017. And then the third one is Flavors of the Philippines. And then the fourth one eventually is yung canceled sites po.
So yung 3 nagamit nyo?
Yes, Your Honor.
I saw dun sa binigay nyo, I think you used yung Madrid. Wait lang, I'll get it.
Could you please send us a copy of all the commercials used by Macan?
Yeah.
So yung ginamit...
Sa YouTube naman yan, no? YouTube.
So all your materials are from Macan?
For 2017, yes po.
Yes. So you did not get another agency?
For 2017, wala na po.
For 2018?
Hindi pa po nag-materialize po yun.
Siguro balikan na lang natin yung marketing mix. Ano yung how do you do the marketing mix? Ano ba yan? Ilan yung place international? Ilan yung for local?
I don't have the exact figures, Your Honor, but as far as I know, si Macan po, mas heavy po siya sa international placements. Naglagay po siya sa local po, very, very minimal lang po.
Next question, di ba? Siguro balikan natin. Yung 2016, may 1.15 billion kayong budget for marketing, correct? Tama po ba? According to Secretary Berna, 2016, 1.15 billion, right? And then 650 million napunta sa Macan. So there was another 600 million, well, more or less, let's say 500 million. Sinong gumastos ng 500 million?
I'm sorry, Secretary Senator Nancy, but we do not have the records of that. I came here prepared for the PTB4. I hope we can do it next time, so we come prepared.
Siguro na lang, I assume na before you do the budget, nag-uusap na kayo, di ba? May planning yan. Tapos pinag-uusapan nyo, for this year, ganito yung marketing mix natin. Siguro, if you can just remember, what was the direction for DOT in terms of placement? Was it like, nung nagpaplano kayo, 60% ba international, 40% local, tapos pag ABS ba, ganitong percentage, pag GMA, pag PTV4?
It's more an international po.
So how much was spent for international?
Hindi kapat.
I don't have the exact figures po.
Sige, Secretary Berna, can you furnish us? So for 2018, what was the direction for marketing?
That's already Secretary Berna's term.
Can you just submit to the committee? Okay. Mr. Chair, I will, to give my colleague the chance to answer questions. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, reminder lang yung mga submissions that I requested.
Before we recognize the distinguished Senator Risa Ontiveros, I just have to figure this out from PTV and from DOT. The total that was supposed to have been paid is 120 million. Is that correct? 120.
Yung pong
Ang
contract
natanggap
price.
ng kumpanya ni Mr. Tulfo is 100 ilan? Kayo na magsabi para hindi tayo magkagulo.
Sir, a gross amount of 75,798,693.7.
So 75 million plus and change, 75.7.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Out of the 120. Tapos binayaran kayo ng 20. Yun ang kinita nyo.
Ang retained po by PTV is exactly 19,826,306.3.
19 million
826,000.
826,000.
306.3.
76.3. Ko, will you please take care of this? I just want to know. 120 nakalaan, 75.7 or 0.8 ang nakuha ng kumpanya ni Mr. Tulfo. Almost 20 million ito. So alisin mo na yung 20 million na 19 ko ng 20, may 100 million pa. So 75 million or 75.8 lalabas na mayroon pang natitira na 25,000 or less. 25 million or less. Saan napunta yan?
Siguro sa Mr. Chair, yun po yung last tranche na hindi na po na-release.
Magkano yan? I don't dwell in siguro. Ilan yun? 11 million na tayo, 12 million. Diba?
So
Kaya. Just,
I think it's about 100.
11.82. Di ba? 11.82. So, meron ko mga dito ng 13 million. Siyempre, may VAT yan. Nagbayad kayo ng VAT. Di ba, Mr. Tulfo, nagbayad kayo ng VAT?
Yeah, Mr. Chair, you're right. We have to factor also
The VAT.
yun ho mga VAT, EVAT,
Yeah.
and then yung mga deductions. So ito mga withholding, EVAT, deductions. So para maging specific ho tayo kasi pag nagbayad ho sila, deducted ho lahat yan.
Sila na nagbabayad doon, hindi naman ikaw.
Sa gobyerno ho, pagdating sa kanila, i-issue ho sila sa amin ng check yung billing ho namin. Ako ho, Mr. Chair, I'd like to take this opportunity. Siguro makakatulong ho to sa inyo, kasi maraming tanong na parang tumatahimik ako rito in my presence na I have to speak because I'm the one in the middle of the controversy.
No, nobody's saying you were deceived. There's a contract. Ang mali dyan.
But ang contract po is like this. As far as the contract ng DOT and PTV, we don't have any legal personality to intervene. Kami ho ang kontrata namin, deliver ho namin base doon sa nakasulat sa kontrata sa pagitan ho ng PTV at BMUI. May mga confusion ho kasi pag bitag, programa ho yan na hindi ho angkop dyan ng turismo.
Yeah.
Ngayon, ang Kilos Pronto ho, ibang programa po to.
And is it covered by your company?
Ang BMUI sa production outfit, independent production outfit, ito ho'y content producer ho tayo, kami ho'y content provider ho sa mga network. Kahit sa network.
It doesn't include therefore BTAG there.
Ang BTAG ho, isa ho sa mga programa like BTAG.
No, my question is simple, Ben. BUMI is a content provider.
BMUI
is part of the content provided BTAG?
Yes,
So
it's also
kasama niya na
production.
BTAG. Is part of Kilos Pronto provided?
Kilos Pronto is also a program sa loob ng BMUI.
Under BMI, of course.
BMUI, yes.
So, okay. So, my question, wala akong problema doon. The real problem here is really the issue of conflict of interest. That's what Secretary Wanda has to address in the case that you already have in the ombudsman. I'm not going to lawyer for anybody here. You have your own lawyers, no?
Yes.
I'm not going to tell you what your rights are, but what is in front of me are the facts.
Yes.
And as far as I'm concerned, there is a failure by Secretary Teo to appreciate the fact that nagkulang yung kanyang department na maasinta na merong conflict. Because walang lusod doon strictly yun Pangalawa, ang Channel 4, ang PTV, dapat nahagip yun. Dahil programa ninyo yun Di ba? Dapat nasabihan. Now, whether or not the ombudsman or whoever it is that's going to handle the aspect of cases, sila yan. But sa amin, ang intention namin dito is to make a report in aid of legislation and make the necessary recommendations. So ang hinahanap ko lang dito, kung nawalan pa kayo ng pera, meaning to say, kung 120, nagbayad tayo ng 75 million, tinanggal nyo na yung VAT, tinanggal nyo na lahat yung iba dyan, binayad nyo, kinuha nyo yung 20 million, doon ba kinuha nyo ba yung binayad na block time? Yung 4 million ni Mr. Tulfo?
Your Honor, if I may...
I'm asking them. Magkano? 700,000. Kasi kung 700,000 a month, that's 8.4. Yung block time, di ba? Ang sabi nyo kasi kanina, 4.4 Unless you gave him a discount.
Mr. Chair, yung pong binawas for airtime, it's not just for Kilos Pronto, pero it's actually dineduct po yun because of arrears. Arrears po yun.
Arrears na nino?
Ng BMUI po sa airtime.
Dahil hindi siya nakakabayad ng araw sa block time?
May kulang po.
May kulang?
Yes, sir.
Can you submit to us kung magkano yung arrears na yan?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And that should cover the whole 120, lalabas na yan? You hope?
Mr. Chair, like I said, yung last tranche po kasi hindi na-release, kaya hindi po kompleto yung 120.
Kaya nga, 120 nabawasan. Ginawa ko ng 100 million nga
So we will submit the financial statement po, Mr. Chair.
I was trying to shorten it, but hindi 100 million yan. 120, binayaran yun ng 75 million, 75.8, lagay mo na, 19 million, 20 million yung binayad sa news, so lumalabas siya magkano? 20 plus 75, that's 95, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ay yung balance na, ano yun? Arrears at saka taxes.
Taxes po yung iba. Tapos yung meron din po, Mr. Chair, yung arrears. And what the figure na binigay po namin sa inyo is yung net. Yung 95 po, that's the net na
natanggap. Idadagdag mo yung taxes yan. Ang net kasama yung tax yung gross kasama yung pag binawas mo yung net, nabayaran na yung tax doon.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Linis sa kanya yan.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Pero kayo nagbayad ng tax, di ba?
Nagbayad po kami.
So, kalkalin nyo yung resibo nyo at tigyan nyo kung ilan ang binayad yung taxes para malaman ko lahat kung meron pa nawawalang pera.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay? All right, go ahead. Yes.
With your permission.
Of course.
Just for additional submission, because TPB, meron din kayong sariling budget for marketing and promotion. Am I correct? Can you please submit to the committee your budget for 2016, 2017, 2018, and your placements for marketing and promotion for those 3 years? Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Your Honor. We will do.
Yeah. Well, we'll see each other budget time.
Kasama mag-PTV, hindi GOC.
PTV kasama government corporation, government corporation. Pero sinasama sa hindi kahit ako merong support yan. Meron pa kayong budgetary support di ba? Merong support ng gobyerno sa inyo, budgetary? Wala na? Yung share niyo sa casino?
Yung
share niyo sa airport? Ako gumawa ng loan na yan.
Yung ano po, Mr. Chairman, yung what I understand is wala na po kaming GAA since 2016.
Wala tayong GAA pero meron kayong support, kinukuha
sa PAGCOR,
sa casino, sa PAGCOR, kinukuha sa airport.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Oh, meron yun.
Meron po.
Kaya hindi napapansin yung budget.
Hindi, papasilin natin nga eh. Okay, go ahead. Senator Risa Ontiveros is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Magtatanong po ako sa dalawang kabaro ko, sina former Sec Teo at saka si Sec Berna. Kay former Sec Teo muna po. Sabi po ninyo hindi nyo alam na yung Kilos Pronto ay sa mga kapatid ninyo. Kaya hindi po na red flag nung nagkaroon ng kontrata between DOT at saka yun nga pong Kilos Pronto. Pero hindi po ba, ma'am, na yung kontrata ay binayad sa 3 tranches over a period of at least 7 months? So, ibig po sabihin, sa loob nung higit kalahating taon na yon, habang binabayaran in at least 3 tranches, hindi po kayo nag-usap lahat, kayong magkakapatid?
Hindi po kami kanya-kanya po kung buhay yung mga kapatid ko. I don't even have time to talk to them. Yung checks were all paid to PTB4. So lahat po ng mga cheque na in-issue ng DOT were all paid to PTB4. So yung PTB4 na po bahala kung saan sila magbabayad.
I'll accept that answer for now, Mr. Chair, pero medyo mahirap talagang paniwalaan, lalo na sa bansa natin na mapagpantay sa ganyang mga bagay, yung proper at saka improper na pagnenegosyo sa pagitan ng gobyerno at saka private sector. Kapag usapin ng pamilyang pinag-uusapan, medyo nakaka-stretch ng belief na hindi po nakapag-usap ang magkapatid. Yes, Mr. Chair.
Everybody here, you have a case pending in the ombudsman right now.
It's in the fact-finding.
There's a fact-finding.
Yes po.
So when that case comes in, that will be considered as whether that is a violation not only of the Constitution but of the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Okay.
Ma'am, bakit po sinabi ng abogado niyong si Attorney Topacio na isosoli ang pera, pero sinabi po ng mga kapatid niyo na hindi isosoli ang pera? So ano po yung talagang mangyayari?
Okay, ganito po yan. It was suggested by Attorney Topacio, he was my lawyer before, na kung pwede isauli yung pera. So at that time, medyo magulo na po yun. So I asked my brother kung pwede if they could return the money. But at the end of the day, it's still PTB4 and my brother that will decide kung ibabalik po ang pera. Kasi ang bayad po naman namin ay sa PTB4.
So sa pagitan po, ma'am, ng pakiusap at payo ng abogado niyong si Attorney Topacio at yung sinabi naman ng mga kapatid niyo, may I ask you, do you personally support returning that money?
Actually, ang unang decision ko po ay hindi pwede. Actually, when Attorney Topacio told me, I said, mahirap kasi nagasto na yung pera, they already paid, marami na sila nagawa. But he said, you have to do an ultimate sacrifice. That was the advice then. So I told my brother, and then he said, later on siguro, because I'm a younger brother, medyo pumayag. But then at the end of the day, ganun pa rin po, kung ano decision niya, kung magbayad o hindi, wala na po sa akin yan.
Pero yung personal na tingin nyo po ay dapat isauli yung pera?
Hindi.
Hindi rin po. I'm disappointed to hear that, Mr. Chairman. Bagamat I appreciate yung sinabi ni former Sec Teo na may kahit konting pagtingin sila dun sa payo ng kanilang abogado.
Because,
yes, ma'am.
Can I ask that?
Yes, ma'am.
Because nagawa na po kasi ang nagawa na po, natapos na po kasi yung kontrata. And kung minsan nagasto na po yung pera, you mean to say, saan po kukunin yung pera? Pambayad.
Well, as the good chairman said, depende po sa finding at resulta ng legal process. Magkakaroon ng mga rekomendasyon kung ano yung tama o hindi tamang gawin. Pero Mr. Chair?
Yes. Can I, this is the issue na kung saan si Attorney Topacio in the first place, hindi ko po kilala. I haven't met this person. I haven't had any handshake with this person. Ako'y may meeting noon sa Sofitel at tumawag po yung aking kapatid bilang nakakatanda. So sinagot ko si Wanda Teo. Ngayon, ang sinabi ho ni Wanda, pakinggan mo nga tong legal mind nitong Attorney Topacio. Ako ho'y nakinig bilang nakababatang kapatid. At maganda hong sinabi ni Topacio dahil sa kanya legal mind, nirarespeto at tsabakano rin siya. Marunong daw magtsabakano, tsabakano ho kami. Sinabi niya, yung word na, the key words are goodwill, and then sabi niya, the money and your name. And then sabi niya also, honor and integrity. These are the key words. It's a very good words, powerful words para sa akin. And then I told him that would extinguish the legality of my contract with PTV. Why would I be returning a money where we have faithfully delivered? By way of contract, we aired all the documents needed, kasama pati yung tape on air, we fulfilled. So now, returning the money is tantamount to saying that we did something illegal. But during this time, sinabi ko, Attorney Pasio, I will consult my lawyer because I have a legal counsel for a corporate company. And then after that, nagsalita na siya sa media without, an approval because he's not representing for me. She's representing Wanda. And that'd be tantamount to what? Conspiracy.
Actually, Mr. Chair.
Kaya po, if you will allow me, Your Honor, because this is very important. Ito ho naging dahilan ho na parang pagsasauli. Wala ho sa isip ko magsasauli kasi wala po akong ginawang illegal. Sa amin po, pamanindigan po namin ng kontrata. Yung kontrata po yan, legal po to. Wala po kaming ginawang illegal. Kung meron ho nagmamaganda loob na para sabihin sa uli, pinakinggan ko, legal mind ho yun eh. Hindi ako pwedeng mag-abogado. Ang nagtataka lang po ako, kumalat na ho sa media, magsasauli, parang ang dating meron ho kaming conspiracy. Kami ho magkakapatid, walang galang lang, maliban ho kay Erwin. May kanya-kanya ho kaming buhay. Answering the train of thought na sabi nyo kanina, imposible naman magkakapatid, kahit na ho sa kanya. Ang relasyon ho namin, hindi ho close. FYI. I mean, kalat naman ho sa media yan. Para kaming isang kapatid ko, parang lagi sa tubig. Hindi kami pwedeng halo. Iba ho yung henerasyon namin itong kababata kong kapatid. Sila. Ibang henerasyon ho sila. Malayo. Do we listen to one another? We have our own decisions. My decisions are based on the legal counsel namin. I make decisions as a CEO on the basis of legal advice. And besides, parang ang dating, binigay lang sa amin na walang kontrata, walang personality in BMUI. BMUI stands for Bitag Media Unlimited Incorporated. It has a structure. Meron ho kaming accounting, meron ho kaming CPA, meron ho kaming corporate counsel. Kompleto ho kami pagdating sa advice. So I don't act by myself for myself with myself. So, kaya ho ako nagsasalita ng ganito kasi dito ho nag-umpisa sa sauli. At yung magiting nating senador, sabi niya nga, ba't sa sauli? Ito ho ako nasaktan dito na parang iba na ho yung reaction ko rito Masakit ho ito
Well, Mr. Chair, precisely. Thank you, Mr. Tulfo.
If you allow me.
Well, actually, Mr. Chair, the good gentleman entered into my question to the good former secretary, but I allowed him to continue his additional input in order to shed light on my question. But here, I'd like to come in dahil sinabi nga po na hindi naghahalo silang magkakapatid. But I think precisely the reason that our committee took cognizance of these resolutions is mukhang may naghalo dito na improper. And this is precisely why I'm asking the question, Mr. Chairman, about the necessity of returning the money. Kasi mukhang product talaga ng conflict of interest na prejudicial sa Republika and in violation of our RA 6713 o yung ethical standards of government employees. Sinabi rin po na may payo nga si Attorney Topacio. And I recall na si Attorney Topacio, he insisted na Mr. Ben Tulfo had told him that he would return the 60 million pesos. Kaya kanina, in the process of clarifying this question, gusto ko sanang itanong dahil sinabi nga nila that goodwill, that honor, that integrity are important to the good resource person. So, kailan nyo nga po isasauli yung 60 million pesos?
Lilinawin ko ho, ma'am, ano?
I think before you do that, I think there's a miscommunication here. The question was asked upon Secretary Tulfo whether she was going to return the money, and the answer was wala, nagastos na. Pangalawa, sabi niya pumasok na ngayon si Ben Tulfo na wala naman silang pinag-usapan na isasauli. Is that correct?
Yes.
Hindi mo kilala si
No, Your Honor. Hindi ko pa ho siya nakikita kahit
Is Topacio your lawyer, Wanda?
He was my lawyer before. I asked
At the time he said that?
Yeah. At the
He was
time
your lawyer?
Yeah.
So the statement saying na magsasauli came from you, or came from him, or came from him?
Attorney Topacio.
Came from him. And you did not tell him, did you tell him not to say that? Did you tell him to say that?
Actually, he told me to ask Ben kung pwede ibalik yung pera. So I told Ben, because it was advice of my lawyer.
And Ben said no.
And I was forcing him. I said, kung pwede, ibalik. And first he said yes, and then later on he changed his mind.
So first he said yes, ma'am.
So Ben said yes first.
Sabi niya, titingnan niya kung saan niya kukunin yung pera.
Is that what he said?
He said, titingnan niya kung saan niya kukunin ng pera because nagasto na kasi niya yung pera eh. Diba? He paid for the people, ganun lahat.
Mr. Chairman, I would have hoped that the story could have ended there because it would have been a good sign of positive, prospective positive action from Mr. Ben Tulfo. But unfortunately, it seems to have changed.
Our hopes, as you know, including my hopes, are irrelevant here because what we are here is we're getting the facts. That's the important thing here is get the facts.
Yes.
That's why we cannot make a priori statements yet because we have not gotten all the facts. That's why I'm clarifying. Sabi mo, kinausap mo si Ben, sabi ni Ben, hindi niya na may sasauli. Is that correct?
He said, may hirapan siya because saan siya kukunin niya ang pera.
Is that a question na kahit na gusto ko isauli or sasauli ko or what? Did he say, I'm not going to return it?
He did not say I'm not going to return it, but he said...
he said he was going to return it.
He said, where will I get the money? First he told me, where will I get the money? And then he said, oh, sige. Parang he was telling me kung saan kukunin ang pera.
So that is his point. Saan ko kukunin yung pera?
Saan kukunin ang pera? Dahil
sabi mo, nagasto na.
Nagasto na kasi yung pera. Nabayaran na niya yung mga ano to.
What did you say, Ben? I just want to be sure because I'm going to have to make a report.
Ako po, salamat Mr. Chairman. Nung ako po'y tinanong, buo na sa aking isipan kasi may counsel po kami. Legal po yung aming mga ginawa. Wala ho kaming ginawa na illegal. Ngayon, yung transaction ho namin sa PTV, official ho yun, legal. Back up with the document. Ang pagsasauli po bilang respeto kay ate ko, hindi ko po that time ma-comprehend for something because it will extinguish the legality of our contract between PTV and us. I am not deciding for myself. I'm deciding for my corporation.
May extinguish the legality. Ang ibig
Ito
sabihin,
magpapawalang visa.
When you say extinguish the legality, legal ba yung kontrata mo or illegal?
Legal po ang aming kontrata. Kaya po,
pinupupok mo.
Okay, kaya po yun po Hindi naman po ako magpagduduldulan ko po kung anong mali, kung sakaling yan. Hoy, sasabihin.
Let me ask you a question now.
Sige
Do you think what your sister, did you ever ask your sister, nabigyan mo ako, Secretary of Tourism ka, mag-advertise, ibayad mo, kunin mo kami at mag-produce kami. Did you ever ask her that?
Wala po kaming ugnayan sa kapatid ko ni hindi po ako lumapit sa kanyang opisina, nakipag-usap sa kanya o sino sa mga tao niya. Wala pong lumapit sa BMUI, representante po namin yung aming sales sa kanyang tanggapan o sa tanggapan po ng DOT.
I asked this question earlier upon Channel 4 or PTV. May lumapit ba sa inyo? Na ibigay yung kontrata para sa kanila? Kasi nagtataka ako sa inyo Batikan kayo dyan Nakikita niya na si Tulfo is a talent. Is a buyer niyo ng black time. Hindi kayo magtataka. Hindi ko maintindihan yan. Hindi kayo magtataka. Tapos nagpapalit-palit kayo ng sagot Sabi mo, hindi ka nagtataka. Basta, una sabi mo, binigay sa inyo yung kontrata na naandun na yung pangalan ni Mr. Tulfo. Tapos lumabas yung kontrata, pinakita yung sulat. Galing sa inyo, kayo nagsasabi na isama si Mr. Tulfo. Ano ba talaga? Totoo. Talagang talo kayo sa parada dyan, ha? Sinasabi ko. Dahil yung papel na binigay nyo, nakasama na si Tulfo. Kaya ang tanong ko, meron ba lumapit sa inyo? Nilapitan ba kayo ng sino man na lapitan ba kayo ni Secretary Andalar?
Hindi po, Mr. Chair.
Nilapitan ba kayo ng Presidente?
Hindi po, Mr. Chair.
Nilapitan kayo ng any of the Tulfo brothers na bigay yung kontrata sa kanila?
Hindi po.
Eh bakit nilagay mo doon sa kontrata, doon sa letter, akin na yung letter, na nakalagay doon, Mr. Tulfo, yung kilo sa pronto ang ilalagay? Saan galing yun?
Mr. Chair, nung pinag-uusapan po namin yung ibibigay na proposal sa DOT, sinama po namin yung programang Kilos Pronto. Sinama po namin yung programang Kilos Pronto. First of all, dahil yung format po niya ay tama po para
Okay, in your judgment tama yun, pero dapat judgment na yun, hindi mo judgment yun. Pero ginawa mo yun na i-offer yung programa ninyo, dahil sabi mo kayo na kailangan gumawa ng pera ang Channel 4, ang PTV4, right?
Yes. Yeah,
yun ang sinabi mo kanina, di ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
But that was precipitated by a letter from Secretary Andalar saying, let's have a strategic alliance or words to that effect na i-advertise yung DOT. Correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And because of that, you sent a letter now to Secretary Wanda saying, eto. Ano ba yan?
Yes, Mr. Chair, as a proposal.
As a proposal. Pero nilagay mo doon yung program nila, Tulfo.
Yes, it was
because you think that was the best a proposal. Hindi kaya tinutukso mo, hindi na niya, alam mo, sa tingin ko parang ganun eh. Para bang, kunin mo na itong programa ito, anyway, makikinabang yung kapatid mo dyan, parang ganun. Even if you don't say that, lalabas ganun.
We'd never intended for it to be like that, Mr. Chair. Ang sa amin lang po is this is a proposal na pwede rin naman pong palitan or completely i-reject.
But hindi pinalitan, di ba?
Hindi po.
Kaya, yesterday I talked with you. Ako, full disclosure ako rito. Ito ako tinatago. I talked with you. Sabi ko, magsabi ko sa akin para malaman ko dahil wala akong kikilingan dito. Ako sa'yo, di ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
At maaari pa kayo mag-state witness. Di ba? Sinabi ko.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Ang sabi niyo totoo, no? Pero ang sabi mo kahapon, kaya medyo natataas ako ng boses, sabi mo, ang nagpadala ng sulat ng kontrata ang DOT. Ngayon, sinabi ngayon ng DOT, sabi mo, kayo ang nagpadala ng sulat at ito yung sulat, nakalagay dito, kasama na yung programa ni Mr. Tulfo, dated February 8. And you got give it to February 8. Di ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Nabaliktad yung sinabi mo kahapon.
Mr. Chair, kami po ang nagpadala ng proposal. Pero po yung initial draft nung kontrata ay in-email po from DOT to...
Sino nag-email sa'yo nun?
Your Honor, yung original draft nung contract came from DOT, Your Honor, nung March 18.
DOT is a big place. There's a person
Attorney Jen Olba po.
Ha?
Attorney Jen Olba.
Jen Olba.
Olba po, legal of DOT.
Is she here?
I don't know.
Do you know her? I'm sure you know her. Secretary Wanda.
Yes, the legal.
Was that upon your instruction na magpadala siya ng...
No, Your Honor.
Eh, ba't magpapadala si Wanda, si Alba, or whatever is that? Alba ba?
Olba, Your Honor.
Olba. Ba't siya magpapadala sa inyo? Nag-usap ba kayo? Nagkape ba kayo? O bibigyan kami ng offer sa inyo? Nag-usap ba kayo sa labas?
No, Your Honor. After nung signing, nung MOA signing, sinabi ni DOT, the Attorney Gen, na papadalan na lang nila yung draft na MOA sa amin.
Sinabi nila?
Attorney Gen Olba, Your Honor.
Kailan yung sinabi yan? Kaya kaya memorandum of agreement. Una. Yung una, sabi niya. Doon na siya nakita eh. Doon na kayo nakita ni Miss Olba. Nung magpirmahan kayo ng memorandum of agreement, dated anong area? March? Ha?
Your Honor, nung February 14,
Pero sulat yung February.
nung February 14, Your Honor, when we submitted the proposal.
February 14 kayo nag-submit?
Apo, nung proposal.
Senator, I gave you the copy.
No, February 6.
Oh, no, nakalagay. February 8?
February 6 po, Your Honor.
February 6.
February?
Sir.
February 6.
Yeah.
No, Your Honor, February 14 po ako nagpunta sa DOT to submit the proposal.
It is here. It's here.
Ito,
The letter speaks for itself.
February 6, 20.
February 6 lang po yung date, pero February 14 po ako nagpunta ng DOT.
Paano mauuna yung proposal mo ng February 6?
No, Your Honor, ginawa ko yan February 6, pero dinala ko sa DOT February 14, Your Honor.
February 6 mo ginawa?
Apo.
Ikaw ang gumawa?
Yes, Your Honor.
I will follow your thought, ha?
Yes, Your
Ikaw
Honor.
na February 6, dumating ka ng February 14. Pero February 6 pa lang, nilagay mo na rito, kilos pronto.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So dinala mo ngayon sa DOT February 14. Right?
Yes, Your Honor.
At tapos, pinadala ka ng sulat ni Olba. Sabi niya, kung ano mapapadala sa'yo. Correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
At dahil dito sa sulat nito, nilagay ni Olba sa kontrata yung kilos pronto.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Ang madaling sabi, ang nag-initiate ang Channel 4.
It was suggested, Your Honor, in the proposal na...
By whom?
I'm just saying, Your Honor, it's a proposal that we submitted to...
No, just answer my question. You sent a letter, you wrote a letter February 6, dinala mo ng February 14, nakalagay na rito, February 6, a letter, February 14 dinala mo, ito yon. Nakalagay dyan, kasama na ang kilos pronto, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Alright, dahil dyan, sabi sa ni Olba ng DOT, papadala ka namin ng draft ng contract, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
At pinadala sa yung contract, akin na yung contract, nakalagay na doon, kilos pronto.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, ang talagang nag-initiate ng idea na ilalagay yung kilos pronto ay yung letter mo ng February 6.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Oh, yan. Nice, very clear.
But he kept saying, Mr. Chair, that it was suggested. Sino pong nagmungkahi ng kilos prontong ilalagay sa sulat na iyan?
Sino nag-suggest sa'yo nun?
No, Your Honor, it was our idea. Nobody suggested.
I hear a different thing from minute to minute, Mr. Chairman. Napaka-misteryoso. I heard something different earlier.
Yeah,
I think some of our colleagues here in the Blue Ribbon Committee heard differently earlier. It was suggested.
Don't dilly-dally. Don't be a willy-nilly here. I want to know
Yes, Mr.
kung may
Chairman, maybe you
nag-suggest
can
sa'yo.
check the
Remember, ang tanong
transcript.
ko, nilapitan ba kayo ni Secretary Tulfo? Nilapitan ba kayo ng somebody from the Department of Tourism? Nilapitan ba kayo ng mga Tulfo brothers? So, sino dyan? Wala.
No, Your Honor, it was our decision to...
So, it is your decision?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, wala nag-suggest sa inyo?
Nobody, Your
Ang
Honor.
sabi naman ng kasama mo dyan, ang sabi niya, in my view, pinakamagandang ilabas itong proposal natin dito sa Kilos Pronto dahil ito ang ugma dun sa target nila. Correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
At nasagot ko sa kanya, hindi ikaw dapat ang magsabi doon. Ang magsabi doon, yung media buyer o yung DOT. Di ba?
That's correct, Your
At
Honor.
baka tuwid, malinaw na malinaw sa akin, nag-suggest ito, nag-o-offer kayo ng proposal, lalagay ko yan dyan, kaya nga ang conclusion ko, baka naman tinutukso mo, kinikiliti mo ito, hindi nga kayo nag-usap, o ito, nakalagay ang pangalan ng programa ng kapatid mo, pirma mo na yan. Baka gano'n nangyari.
Hindi po, Your Honor.
Hindi.
Mr. Chair, maybe the committee could check, or rather our secretariat, could check the transcript because I really strongly remember something else was said earlier that it was suggested to them kaya po naipasok
Whatever it was.
So just for verification's sake, Mr. Chair.
Sure, I can do that.
Thank you, Mr.
But
Chair.
whatever it is, she's under, I'm
Opo.
practicing my law here.
Yes.
He's under cross-examination. I'm not interpolating him anymore. I'm basing it on a document. I'm basing it on a statement. I asked him about the suggestion. Tinanong ko siya, walang suggestion, dinideny niya. I'm not trying to give anybody a pass here. I'm not in that business. Kung kayo may kasalanan, tatawain ko, kayo may kasalanan. Kaya nilabas ko, disclosure, nang kausapin ko kayo. Ano sabi ko? Wala akong sasantuin dito. Kung ako sa inyo, mag-state witness kayo, laban sa mga Tulfo kung totoo yan. Di ba sinabi ko sa inyo yan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Kaya nung dumating kayo rito, tinatanong ko kayo, ayan nangyari, o yan. Now remember, I don't have to be told about Article 183 about false testimony. Yan ang binubunggo ngayon ni Senator narinig ko rin yung it was suggested in fairness to Senator Risa. Kaya gusto ko
Thank you,
malaman,
Mr. Chair.
meron bang nag-suggest?
Wala pong nag-suggest, Mr. Chair. Siguro po,
Tinanong kita, tumawag ba ang presidente?
hindi po, siguro po.
Presidente Duterte, ha?
Opo, siguro
Hindi
po.
tumawag?
Hindi po.
Ulitin ko ulit, tanong ko, tumawag ba si Secretary Andaran?
Hindi po.
May tumawag bang hindi mo maintindihan?
Wala po.
So, ang sinasabi nyo, walang nagsasuggest ngayon.
Wala po. What I meant po, Mr. Chair, was we suggested to DOT by way of the proposal.
Sorry, the evidence shows na kayo nga nag-suggest eh. Kaya nga, hinahabol ko siya dahil sabi niya, nagpunta ako doon ng February 14, Valentine's Day pa ngayon eh. Magbibigay ka na happy Valentine's kay Secretary Wanda, may asawa na yan.
May picture pa nga kami, Your Honor.
So in other words, pumunta siya doon, pero may letter ka na na-draft ng February 6.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. At this point, the best thing I've heard so far ay yung sinabi po ni former Sec Teo na nung una, sinabi ni Mr. Ben Tulfo na oo, isa sa uli niya. At sayang hindi natapos doon yung decision-making process. Because after all, kahit may mga sinabi na tungkol sa legalidad, na legal ito, legal iyan, higit pang mataas sa legalidad ay yung etika. Kaya nga yung pamagat ng 6739, Ethical Standards of Government Employees. Kung ang isang alleged conflict of interest ay maaring sabihing legal, pero ayon sa batas, hindi po yan ethical. At this point, before I go to my last question kay former Sec Teo, maitanong ko lang kay Sec Berna, yung pong 60 million, hahabulin po ba yan ng DOT? And if so, if the findings bear this out, ano yung mga administrative at o criminal actions na kinoconsider ng departamento?
When I entered the Department of Tourism, this was already under the Ombudsman. So they were already, I think Ombudsman Morales already had a fact finding. But of course, any time they call us, we will be cooperating with them.
And also, ma'am, it's reported that gaya rin ng nabanggit kanina, COA is currently reviewing a number of DOT projects. Bate po dun sa resulta ng COA review na yan, bukas ba kayo na mag-initiate ng proceedings against any persons whom COA may identify as responsible for improper projects of the department?
Right now, there is the Buhay.
Let me ask you a question. Do you have anything to say about the disallowances?
Well, what I do is whenever I get a notice of disallowance,
That is what she's asking. There's a disallowance. Are you going to go after them?
I have actually asked those who received the notice of disallowance to answer the COA.
And what is your latest, if any, knowledge of disallowance in the COA, if any?
The latest was dated June 6.
June 6.
June 6 for PTV4.
And what does it say? From PTV4 or from COA?
Okay, the AOM, the notice of disallowance was June 6. Wait, I'm sorry, June 8.
June 8.
June 8. And they wrote down, I think it was already flashed on, Mr. Chair, it was flashed on the screen, and they put the following persons have been determined to be liable for the transaction. And they mentioned the names of who were given the notice of disallowance.
I have a copy of this given to me by my staff here. That's why I ask you.
Yes.
Galing sa COA kanina ito.
Yeah.
Senator?
Thank you.
No, I have a copy
yes,
here.
Mr. Chair.
I just want to read it, no? On page 8 ba ito? No, this is the second page. Second page of a letter dated, notice of disallowance, dated June 5, 2018. Is this the same document?
I have June 8, 2018.
Oh, ano ito? Ito, sorry. Naipit pala. June 5 ito.
There is a June 5 and they updated it to June 8. They just added.
Okay.
Yes. The updated is June 8, 2018.
All right. In the June 5 disallowance for the Senator Risa, nakalagay dito on page 2, The following persons have been determined to be liable for the transaction under the principle of causing any undue injury to any party, including the government, or giving any private party or any unwarranted benefits, advantage, or preference in the discharge of his official, administrative, or judicial functions through manifest partiality, evident bad faith, or gross inexcusable negligence. This provision shall apply to officers and employees of offices or government corporations charged with the grant of licenses or permits or other concessions. All right? That means Channel 4, and that means DOT. Okay, the following persons have been determined to be liable for the transaction. People's Television Network, advertising, position advertising and media agency, received payment payee advertising and media agency contracted by DOT to air their TV commercials. Honorable Wanda Corazon Iteo, former DOT Secretary, signatory of the memorandum, head of procuring entity, Hope, approved by the back resolution number 2017-043, dated February 17, 2017, recommending the alternative method of agency to agency. That was the recommendation of the back. No? And then Arlene V. Macau, head executive assistant, secretary, faith-based tourism and ecotourism. Raymond C. Sanchez, chief of staff, head executive assistant. Benito Benson Jr., Catherine De Castro, Undersecretary, Maria Lourdes F. Hapson, Myra T. Santos, Milagros Hay, Verna Esmeralda Bensuceso, Maria Grace Marzan, Aida T. Soriano, Luz F. Falconaya, and apparently the proof of service has been given. What does this mean sa COA? Is this a notice of disallowance, formal disallowance, right? What does this mean? Para maintindihan ng mga tao na nanonood at nakikinig.
Mr. Chairman, ini-issue po yung notice of disallowance pagka may mga irregular na transaction tulad po nito. And then,
the following persons have been determined to be liable for the transaction.
Dito po, within 6 months, pwede po silang, kung nakikita po nilang hindi sila dapat na issuehan ng notice of meron po silang time, within 6 months na mag-a-appeal po sa amin sa COA, sa Commission Proper.
Within how many months?
6 months po.
6 months pwede mag-appeal
sila
dito sa disallowance.
Opo.
So that is a process that is not...
Process po yun.
That is not finished.
Under rules of procedures po namin.
Malabas ito hanggang October, June, July, August, September, October, November.
Opo. Yes.
November.
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Inform the good senator about this because yung process hindi pa tapos. Now, with this, ang feeling nyo disallowed because of the violation of the previous paragraph that I mentioned, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, I'll now go back to Secretary, with the permission again of our good senator. Can you give us the June 8? Ba't kayo nagkaroon pa ng June 8 disallowance?
Your Honor, we issued another notice to amend the previous disallowance because we heard that when we served the first notice of disallowance, we only put PTNI or PTB without name. When we heard na Mr. Dino Apolonio was not there anymore, so we issue another para ma-specify po si Mr. Dino Antonio Apolonio.
Why, are you no longer with the PTV4?
No, Mr. Chair, I'm still with PTV.
Ha?
I'm still with PTV, Mr. Chair.
Sabi niya, you're no longer there. So pinalitan nyo lang para specify yung pangalan ni
Mr.
Apolonio, ni Dino Apolonio. So this is not an indictment. This is a finding na kailangan mag-appeal kayo, kundi balik yung pera. Ano ba yan?
Ma'am, pwede po answer dyan. Ma'am, papa-answer ko sa director ko, sir.
Makitantala kayo.
Under the revised rules of procedure ng COA, once the persons liable receive the notice of disallowance, they have 6 months from receipt to file an appeal. First level of appeal po sa cluster director. After the 6-month period, nagiging final na po yung aming notice of disallowance.
Ano resulta nun? Magbabalik sila ng pera?
Opo.
Pero hindi nyo i-demanda. Pwede nyo i-demanda, di ba?
ang sa amin po, ipino-forward namin po sa OSG kung hindi po sila magbayad.
So nasa...
Wala pa po, kasi wala pa.
Hindi sila magbayad, babato sa ombudsman.
Opo.
Okay.
Sa criminal aspect po, tsaka yung sa ano.
Sa
Kasi
criminal
ang notice of disallowance po is civil in nature lang po. Civil
I
liability.
understand that. Pinapaliwanag ko lang sa mga tao na nanonood, nakikinig. Dahil, kasi nakalagay dito, liable eh.
Opo.
No, pag sinabing liable, that means after 6 months at hindi kayo nag-appeal, pwede kayong kasuhan ng criminal liability sa ombudsman. Pwede o hindi. Kung nagbayad kayo, hindi. Pero crime is a crime eh. Hindi porque nagbayad, crime yun eh.
Opo, it does not, maski bayaran po nila, it does not extinguish yung criminal liability.
Correct. Yun ang sinasabi sa'yo. Now, what does the latest one say? Para makompleto yung ma-enhance yung pagtanong.
It's with Mr. Raya.
Ang dinagdag lang dito, for the record, and we will make this part of the record, June 8, ang dinagdag lang dito, the name of Dino Apolonio, Dino Antonio Apolonio. Right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Bakit hindi nyo sinama sila Mr. Tulfo?
Sir, yung kay Mr. Tulfo, hindi po namin kasi hindi po sa government, yung PTB4 may sarili pong auditor. Sila po yung nakakakita ng transaction nun. So sa amin po on DOT part, yung DOT lang po ang aming kakontrata po ay PTB4.
Meron ba sinabi ang PTB4 auditor?
Mr. Chair, so far, natanggap po namin ay notice of suspension.
Suspension?
Yes, Your Honor.
From the auditor of the PTB4?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Do you have a copy of that?
We have a copy in the office.
Can you provide us with a copy? And we can ask it also of the director for Blue Ribbon. Please get a copy of those suspension notices. So ganoon rin ang dating nyo. Wala pa sa inyong liability. Sinasabi lang wala pang disalawa. Suspension muna.
Yes, Mr.
That
Chair.
is the process. Suspension muna until hindi nyo mapaliwanag napasok na disallowance na yan.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Correct. Alright. So having said that, lumalabas na talaga may finding na it would appear na may violation dito sa one. And that has already been proven here. So again, like I said, you go now, ang nangyayari ngayon, baka nag-aabang pa ang ombudsman dito. But it depende na sa ombudsman niya kung papatulan nila itong Blue Ribbon hearing as the previous ombudsman pinatulan yung ibang hearings natin, nag-file sila. Alright? Go ahead, Senator.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So mukhang may tatlong action na umaandar ngayon, no? Yung notice of disallowance ng COA, yung notice of suspension mismo ng in-house auditor ng PTV4, and then itong ongoing Blue Ribbon
yung sa
committee
disallowance
hearing.
at suspension, that's process. Wala pang actual case that has blossomed into a case. No?
In any case, Mr. Chairman, tatlong tanda na umaandar yung mga proseso ng pag-alam kung may nangyari bang hindi lamang legal o illegal, pero ethical at saka unethical. Na yun naman ang pinakabinabantayan ng ating komite. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Matanong pala siguro kay former Secretary, bakit po PTV sorry ma'am, sa taga-PTV na lang po. Bakit po PTV ang nagbabayad sa Kilos Pronto? Black timer naman ang Kilos Pronto.
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, nagbabayad po ang PTV doon sa Kilos Pronto dahil po since sila po ay isang black timer na nabayaran na po nila yung oras, yung block na yon. Now, in order po sa amin na makapaglagay nung spots ng DOT doon sa programang yon at makapagpalabas po ng mga segments for DOT, parang kailangan pong since oras na po yun nung Kilos Pronto, kailangan po nila na parang singilin po kami. Parang we're trying to buy back yung time po.
Parang, well, I'll leave it at that for now, Mr. Chairman, pero parang medyo convoluted yung sagot. Dati rin po ako nagtrabaho sa media bilang isang talent at alam ko po parang mas simple at iba ang patakbo ng isang block timer kaysa sa sagot na ibinigay po sa aking tanong. So nananatili pa rin yung tanong na bakit ang isang block timer ay babayaran ng stasyon na nagkikerry sa kanya. Mr. Chair, balikan ko na lang isa pang tanong kay Sec Teo, then ilan pang mga tanong kay Sec Berna. So kay former Sec Teo, sabi niyo po sa opening statement niyo na nagpursigi kayo sa DOT dahil bumaba ang tourism revenues nung martial law sa Mindanao at saka noong drug war. Ibig po bang sabihin, kinukumpirma ninyo na bumaba ang tourism arrivals dahil sa martial law at dahil sa war on drugs?
Marami pong cancellations. Medyo natakot po kasi sila pumunta sa Pilipinas because of yung mga effects. Actually, yung travel advisory was the one, yung biggest effect was the travel advisories. Ang dami pong mga travel advisories sa mga lugar na marami tayong turista pumupunta.
Kung ganun, ma'am, gaano po kalaki yung binaba ng tourism arrivals mula po nung nagsimula yung martial law sa Mindanao at habang kasalukuyang umaandar pa rin yung war on drugs?
Hindi ho po bumaba because I was relentless. I went out of the country and I talked to the ministers. Kinausap ko po yung mga tour operators, assuring them that it's safe in the Philippines.
Pero yung panahon na sinabi niyong bumaba yung tourism revenue, so I presume bumaba yung kumonte yung dami ng mga turistang dumating sa atin at bumaba yung revenues natin from tourism, direct and indirect industries doon. At that point na sinabi niyong bumaba, by how much na bumaba? At bandang anong panahon nito? Anong buwan nito?
Yung during the time na yung Marawi Siege, medyo may mga cancellations po. And then yung Panglao, Bohol is a tourist destination. Nang nagkaroon po ng Panglao, there were cancellations dun sa Bohol. And yung mga ibang lugar. But we were able to ask them kung takot sila sa Bohol. We told them to go to Palawan. We told them to other destinations. Dinala po namin sila sa ibang destinations. Kaya hindi po ganun ka-apektado. Though there were cancellations, talagang to.
Pwede niyo po bang bigyan ng ideya yung komite, yung magnitude ng pagbaba ng tourism arrivals dahil sa martial law, kasama na po yung Marawi, at dahil sa war on drugs na binanggit niyo rin nung opening statement niyo?
Kuwang kasi when I went out of the country, I started talking to these tour operators and I asked them to come here. So nang nakita naman nila na it's safe, doon po sila na medyo bumalik ulit yung Doon bumaba, bumalik lang din ulit yung mga nag-cancel, they went back again knowing that it was safe in the Philippines.
Pero ma'am, meron po ba kayong may bibigay na bilang na sinubukan yung punuin by going out and explaining?
Hindi ko.
Kasi I'm just going back to your opening statement po, ma'am. No? Yes. Sabi niyo po, yes, dahil sa war on drugs at sa martial law sa Mindanao ay bumaba ang tourism arrivals at yung revenues na nakukuha natin sa turista. What are the numbers po to these?
Hindi ako sure sa figures, but they went to other destinations. Yung, let's say, instead of going to Mindanao, they went to Baguio, they went to other places.
Well, perhaps, Mr. Chairman, we can just request from the good former secretary data to back up yung sinabi nyo. I found it significant yung sinabi nyo sa opening statement nyo on the drop in tourism arrivals and revenues generated dahil sa martial law in Mindanao at saka dahil sa
It would have to be
war
from
on
the new
drugs.
secretary.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
The Secretary of Tourism, the current one, should give us the analysis of the effect of martial law if it indeed dropped. As far as I know, from my own sources, it even grew.
It even grew, yes.
It even grew.
Yes, we can give
Because I always maintain my connections with the department.
That's why
I'm always concerned with the ebb and flow of tourism.
That's why I said they went to other destinations po. Instead of going to, let's say, Panglao in Cebu, they went to Palawan. So yung mga umalis dyan, bumalik lang din. And for a while, naghiminto sila, but then they went back. Yun po.
Thank you, Mr.
I just
Chair.
have one question, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
To enhance if Ben Tulfo is a block timer, the company is a block timer. A block timer gets a program, and I'm going to address this to the most eminent of all, the Secretary of POCC, PCOO. Ginagaya ko lang kayo, palagi kayo nagkakamali din sa mga warnings niya. So, Kung black timer yung BUMI ba yan? BUMI nga. Ang dami kasi ko dito. Whatever it is. Kung black timer sila, di ba ang black timer, sila ang kukuha ng advertising. Is that correct?
Tama po.
Bibili ako ng time sa Channel 4, black timer yan, bahala ako sa buhay ko makakuha ng advertising.
Tama po, Mr. Chair.
Parang baliktad dito.
Kaya nga po.
Ang kumukuha ng oras para sa black timer ay yung mga PTV4. Ba't ganon?
Ang pagkakaintindi ko po, Mr. Chair, sa paliwanag po ng PTV ay nabili ng BMUI yung alas 5 ng hapon hanggang alas 6 ng gabi, and in the course of their selling or giving a proposal to DOT, sinama po nila yung...
Yung ba yung news?
Yung news magazine.
Yung ba yung news report?
Ito po yung bago po mag-newscast po ang PT.
So free program.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Ang free program, nabili nila yun. Kaya ano ugnayan nun? Ano kaugnayan nun? Ano ibig sabihin na?
Mr. Chair, nung kino-conceptualize po namin kung ano po ang pwede na po namin na may offer sa kliyente, nandun na nga po yung magpapalabas ng spot sa aming mga newscasts, public affairs shows, at para po ma-promote din yung produce po namin na iTravel is we'll try and get parang a segment within another show to promote it. Kaya po may segment doon sa Kilos Pronto and also spots. Right?
Out of duty to my oath of office, I have to ask this question. I've been trying to hold off on it. Ang kinita ng Tulfo Company is 75 million. Ang kinita nyo, 20. Di ba dapat kahit na may black timer na Tulfo, di ba dapat kayo ang kumuha ng programang gano'n para kumita? Sabi nyo, kikita yung Channel 4. 20 million lang ang kinita nyo doon sa news kung humanap kayo ng ibang paraan para kumita yung Channel 4, may bibigay nyo yung kontrata ng 75 million o 100 million sa ibang tao o sa inyo mismo. Tama? Does that make sense? Is that logical?
Yes, Mr.
Senator, is that logical?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Di ba? Naisip ko, magagawa rin pala naman ninyo na magbenta ng 75 na 100 million. Bakit pa ibibigay kay Mr. Tulfo? Ba't hindi niya na lang ginawa? Kayo mismo. Kayo ang nagpapatakbo ng Channel 4.
Mr. Chair, dahil po kasi sa aming palagay, sila Mr. Tulfo, the name Tulfo is a household name, kumbaga po, when it comes to public service at sa mga TV magazine type shows. At we were just trying to take advantage po nung kanilang popularity. At yung strategy naman po na naisip ng PTV to try and promote iTravel within the Kilos Pronto show actually worked because the numbers shows it at may kopya rin po kami nandito na naging successful po yung iTravel show because
tumaas ang rating.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Ano rating na tinaas? 0.01. Nalala namin yung rating kagabi.
Sir, ito po yung nakuha namin sa Kantar Media. Ito po yung third quarter of 2017.
Ako rin, hindi ko makuha yun sa Nielsen Kinuha mo sa Kantar Media, kami kinuha namin sa isang advertising agency.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Pero iba ang resulta
Kasi siguro po, depende po doon po sa rating company.
I will grant you that the Tulfos are known for strong exposés, talagang in-your-face exposés, walang kinakatakutan, alam kong police, ng api, I will grant you that. Because I know, from my own personal experience, nakita ko yan. No? From the brother Ben, from Mon, all the way down to, sino ba pinakabunso? Si Ben ba o si Rafi? Si Erwin ang pinakabunso? Hindi ako maniniwala dyan. Anyway, the point is, kung yun ang kanila, bakit doon mag-a-advertise ang tourism? Ina-advertise nyo ba, walang makakalusot dito dahil ang talagang nagbo-broadcast dito ay tough on crime, you are safe here, Mayor?
Mr. Chair, yung programa po kasi nila offers the flexibility. It's not only because of yung anti-crime component, pero nakita po namin na meron din po silang parang TV magazine type of component. So doon po namin ipinasok, and we figured na yung mga manonood po nila is general po in nature, iba-iba pong demographics.
Okay, that's the gusto na is disputando. Each one to his own choice or taste, right? I mean, it's judgment call.
Yes, parang business decision.
Now, let me ask the one Mon here, just Ben here para lang maalis itong mga tanong na ito na alingaw-ngaw, no? If I may. Marami tumatawag dito ngayon sa akin, no? Para rin nagpo-programa tayo ngayon. Sinasabi, and I already asked you this actually, Mr. Tulfo, Ben, do you know, Benjamin ka, no? Benjamin?
Bienvenido.
Bienvenido. Layo, Ben.
Welcome.
Dapat bien. No?
Bien.
So, it's a good name. Good arrival. Anyway, to make a long story short, alam mo naman daw siguro na yung conflict of interest.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And yet, you still went ahead and got an opportunity from PTV na black timer ka na mukhang in-offer sa'yo from what we've seen here that is still up in the air na may conflict of interest. Although of course sinasabi mo hindi naman ikaw nakipag-deal sa DOT, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ang nakipag-deal sa iyo ang PTV.
Yes, Your Honor.
Some will say that is a blind. In other words, ito ang kapatid mo, ito ang PTV, ito ang DOT. So nag-deal kayo para hindi ka makikipag-deal at hindi ka makover ng conflict of interest sa DOT, sa kapatid mo. Do you understand?
Your Honor, if I may have to clarify, kung papayagan
No, that's why I'm asking you. Kaya para
kasi
maklarify.
po ganito Kami po may sariling demographics. Kami po mga Tulfo Brothers, pag pinagsama-sama niyo po, ay sobra sa 7 million followers. Sa social media pa lang. Walang galang lang po. Baka ang dating masyadong malakas ang dating.
You thrive in controversy.
Yes, now.
You thrive in confrontation.
Nope, that is not true, Your Honor. Kasi kami, Your Honor, yung followers namin are not basically doon lang sa pag-investigative, public service, features, marami po kami nagagawa sa BMUI.
Correct.
Nagkaroon lang po ng sinasabing image na ako si Bitag, ako yung tough guy. Pero on the other side of that, being an executive, the concepts and ideas of every program, may mga kasama po kaming corporate planners to touch the demographics, and we know how to play the demographics. Now, we talk about millennials, Generation X, and the boomers, which is not included anymore. So, saan yung strength namin? Now, kami, kung nilapitan ng PTV at sabi, maglalagay kami sa program ninyo, hindi po sila basta-basta lalapit sa amin para yung kanilang cost versus return of investment. It has to be quantified. So, usapang CEO sa CEO na rin. I'm not coming in as a Ben Tulfo or any Tulfo Brothers staff guy kicking doors. I'm coming in as a businessman. I want to be look at that because sa amin po, meron po kaming corporate plan, research and development, products, and concept. Na-build na ho namin a long term, yun hong followers ho namin. May mga followers ho kami sa mga investigators.
The question is, I'm even granting that to you.
Yes.
May followers kayo. Ang tanong ko is on conflict of interest. I'm sure you understand that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Naintindihan mo yan.
Yes, Your
Pero
Honor.
it went in a circuitous way. Kaya there is a way na nawala sa site because hindi ka nakipag-deal sa kapatid mo, nakipag-deal ka sa PTV4 para hindi mahalo yung deal mo sa kapatid mo. Yun ang sinasabi.
Okay.
You have to disabuse the mind of everybody on that score.
Magkaiba po yung truth and sincerity. I gotta be truthful.
Truth and?
Sincerity. May mga sincere ho sa sasabihin po
Truth
nila.
and perception.
Perception. Sincerity ho. Sincere kasi sinasabi mo para ma-circumvent lang tinatawag following the thought, train of thought ni Senator Hontiveros, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Chair, if I may just say that nahihirapan po ako sa ganitong mga hair splitting about truth and sincerity. Ang katotohanan po, kahit ang sinseridad, nakabatay sa totoong nangyari. And that's what our committee is trying to find out.
Ang totoo rito sa amin, wala po kaming ugnayan sa DOT. Kami po'y nilapitan.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Kami po'y nilapitan ng PTV. Ang principal ho namin, karangalan ho namin na sila ho'y nagtitiwala sa amin na kami ho'y nakukonsidered as a brand. Ako ho'y nagtatrabaho noon sa TV5. Isa ho kami ng mga kumbaga personality for TV5. Well, I was already with PTV way back, panahon pa ho ni Pinoy.
So ano ka pa sa PTV4 bago Channel 5?
PTV5 ho ako, TV5 ho ako, and then
I was there. I was there.
Yes, we were together.
You had a separate program. I had my own program.
Exactly, sir. Ako ho yung pumalit sa inyong programa, hinati ho namin.
That's right. I remember that.
Okay, now, aside from that, kami ho sa Bitag ho is a show na nilagay ho namin doon sa kabila. Kaya nakilala po kami. Nung natigil na po yun, because of some financial constraint, quote-unquote, inilipat ho namin sa PTV way back in 2013. Nauna po pati yung US Cups. Now, ito ho yung brand.
Tutusunin kita, sabi mo kanina mag-Tagalog tayo kasi ang English mo di ko maintindihan eh. Saan ka ba lumaki?
Dito po.
Bakit medyo...
Disjackie po kasi ako, marimit po namin kasama nung araw, mga Inglesero ho kasi. So in the long term,
I'm going to ask you another question regarding conflict of interest.
Sige po.
Nakalagay dito, yung pinirmahan nyo, can you give a copy to Senator Ross? People's Television Network, represented here by Dino Antonio. Bitag Media, represented here by Bienvenido Titulfo.
Yes po.
Dun sa whereas clause, whereas PTNI desires to purchase, desires to purchase a 6-minute segment by BUI and a 3-minute or 30-second spot placements within the program as agreed upon in the memorandum agreement.
DZXL Special Coverage.
At balikan natin mula dyan sa Senado, si Radyoman Grace Vergel Mariano. Radyoman Grace.
Mga sabuatan at conflict of interest sa ginaganap na pagdinig ngayon ng Senate Blue Ribbon Committee kaugnay dito sa 60 million na halaga ng advertisement deal sa pagitan ng PTV4 at saka ng Department of Tourism. Pero sa pagdinig, lumabas na hindi lang ito 60 million, lumalabas na 120 million pesos yung total amount ng contract pero hindi nabayaran ng buo dahil nga nabunyag na itong irregularidad. Sa nabanggit na halaga, mahigit 75 million pesos ang napunta sa Bitag Bitag Media Unlimited Incorporated na pag-aari ng ni Ben Tulfo at halos 20 million naman nakita lamang ang napunta sa PTV4. Mamaya magbabalik tayo dahil hindi pa tapos yung pagdinig at ihahatid natin yung mga mangyayari pa sa hearing po ngayon. Mula dito sa Senado, Radyoman Grace Mariano sa TAC-RMN, DZXL 558.
Si Radyoman Grace Vergel Mariano live mula dyan sa Senado. Samantala tuloy-tuloy na ho tayo mga kasama sa ating mga balita. Puntahan naman natin sa Korte Suprema. 179th Associate Justice ng Korte Suprema purmal nang nanumpa. Kasama natin sa balita si XL Radyoman Joyce Adra.
Opisyal ng miyembro ng Korte Suprema, si Associate Justice Jose Reyes Jr. bilang ika-179 na mahistrado. Kanina nanumpa na si Reyes kay Acting Chief Justice Antonio Carpio. Kasama ni Reyes ang kanyang pamilya nang manumpa ito sa Supreme Court Anbang Session Hall. Matapos ang kanyang panunumpa ay lumakda si Reyes sa Anbang Session ng mga maestrado kanina. Kasama mo sa Korte Suprema, Radyo Mandos, Choice Colyantes Adra, sa RMN, DZXL 558.
At ang simbahan na pinamamadali na ang pagtatayo ng Disaster Response Department ng pamahalaan. Kasama natin sa balita si XL Radyo Mandies, Raquel Bayan.
Kasabay nga ng sunod-sunod na sama ng panahong naranasan sa bansa na nanawagan ngayon si Father Edwin Garrigues, Executive Secretary ng National Secretariat for Social Action, na madaliin na ng gobyerno ang pagbuo sa Disaster Response Department. Ito ayon kay Father Garrigues ay dahil kailangan na mayroong isang departamento ang tututok sa disaster preparedness, mitigation at response. Importante anya ito upang mayroong nagpo-provide ng consistent na training sa mga responders at upang makabuo ng mas maayos na polisiya sa pagtugon sa tawag ng pangangailangan. Matatandaan sa atensyon ni Pangulong Duterte, una na itong ginanggit ang pagnanais na makabuo ng Disaster Management Department. Kasama mo sa Maynila, Radyo Mandies, Raquel Bayan, tatak RMN DZXL 558.
At pagbabalik naman sa Balangiga Bells, tagumpay ng independent foreign policy ng Duterte administration ayon sa isang political analyst. Kasama natin sa balita si XL Radyoman 8, May Guyagoy.
Inaawag na isang political analyst na tagumpay ng independent foreign policy ng Duterte administration ang posibleng pagbabalik na sa bansa ng makasaysayang Balangiga Bells. Sa isang news forum sa Quezon City, sinabi ni Professor Bobby Tuazon ng Center for People Empowerment and Governance o CENTEG na hindi dapat ituring na isang kabutihang loob o benevolence ng US ang pagbabalik ng Balangiga Bells. Sa katunayan, ayon sa Tuazon, overdue na ang pagbabalik ng Balangiga Bells sa bansa. Ito ay may tuturing ng isang historical injustice ng US sa Pilipinas sa kanilang sinakluton. Nakalulungkot yung na wala pa rin paumanhin o story na inilalabas ng US government sa mahigit 1 milyong pamilya o kaanak ng mga Pilipinong revolusyonaryo na nasawi ng Philippine-American War. Kasama mo sa Quezon City, Radyoman 8, Mike Guyagoy, Tatak RNN, DZXL 558.
At mga kasama, mas maraming balita. Sa Facebook, ilike ang RMN News Nationwide, The Sound of the Nation, at ang DZXL 558 Manila. Samantala, follow us sa Twitter, twitter.com/newsrnn. At kasama ho ninyo sa extra large na mga balita. Ako si Radyoman Mudes.
DZXL News Break.
So 4.
That portion was brought to you by Jean Capitan. Kayang-kaya mo yan.
Ako po si Jernalyn Corpus Volante ng 7 na buwan, Santiago City, na umiinom ng Nature Soya Coffee. Dati po sobrang nervyos ko pero nung uminom na ako ng Nature Soya Coffee, guminhawa at gumaan ang aking pakiramdam. Isang sachet tuwing umaga ng Nature Soya Coffee. Kaya kayo dyan, bili na ng Nature Soya Coffee.
Mabibili sa mga butika. Mahalagang paalala, ang Nature Soya Coffee ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Get ready for an intense, extreme, exciting experience. Here's PCSO's newest, biggest game ever. The Ultra Lotto 658 for only 20 pesos per combination. 50 million pesos is at stake. Pick 6 numbers from 1 to 58. Hit the jackpot and be an ultra millionaire of 50 million pesos. Exciting consolation prizes await you ranging from 20 pesos up to 280,000 pesos. More numbers, bigger prizes. See posters and print ads for details.
One of Europe's biggest selling boy bands is having their 25th anniversary tour, which is also their farewell tour, Boyzone.
No matter what they tell us,
Boyzone, performing together for the last time, August 26 at the Mall of Asia Arena.
It's not time to make a change.
25 amazing years of Boyzone with a final album on a final tour.
I can dream that we'll turn back the time.
Tickets at SM and smtickets.com.
It's only worth
Boyzone, their farewell tour from Ovation Productions and DZXL 558.
Ako nga pala si Jenaline Malunusan. Nang mabalitaan ko sa radyo yung Santon Plus, hindi na ako nagdalawang isip na bumili. Ginawa ko siyang 3 times a day. Nang hindi pa nakadating ng 1 week, marami na akong naramdaman na maganda sa katawan ko. Lalo na sa pagdating ng monthly ko, magaan na yung pakiramdam ko. Lalo na sa paggaan ng puson ko at saka relax na relax ako.
Kayo rin, mag Santon Plus Herbal Capsule na. Mabibili sa mga butika.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Santon Plus Herbal Capsule ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri
Pride
ng
Bar,
sakit.
hindi lang puti, kisla puti.
Pag nilaban sa Pride Bar Blue, ang puting damit ay magiging mas puti ito, mas puti ito, mas puti ito. Sa Pride Bar Blue, pwedeng hindi na ako magtina, anyel o bleach dahil ang Pride Bar Blue ay may power widener na nanunuot sa bawat hibla. Kaya ang damit ay kisla puti at panayan pa sa kamay. Mas puti ito, mas puti ito, mas puti ito. Pride Bar Blue with power whitener. Di lang puti, kisla puti. Pride Bar Blue. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified. World-class quality. ACS.
Kayo namang mga lalaki, unawain ninyo at pakitunguhang mabuti ang inyong asawa sapagkat sila'y mas mahina at tulad ninyo'y may karapatan din sila sa buhay na walang hanggan na kaloob ng Diyos. Gawin ninyo ito nang sa gayon ay walang magiging sagabal sa inyong mga panalangin. Unang liham ni Pedro, Kabanata 3, Talata 7.
Ang mabuting balita ay hatid sa inyo ng MX3. Mag MX3 araw-araw para MXtraordinary.
Paalala, bumili lamang ng MX3 products sa mga lehitimong drugstores nationwide. Iwasan ang bumili online liban kung sa MX3 website www.mx3.ph.
66 na taon na naghahatid ng balita at impormasyon.
Department of National Defense kanina responsable sa pagpatay ng kanyang sarili.
66 na taon na serbisyo publiko sa masang Pilipino.
Mabuhay Pilipinas! Live tayo hindi lang sa Manila.
RMN News Nationwide, the sound of the nation.
66 na taon na nating kadamay sa hirap at lungkot.
Suging tigpaminaw, niinunan dumanan sa usa ka atag palamati isang palatungkol. Iniya nga kon problema.
66 na taon na nating kasama sa ginhawa at saya.
Nagtatawanan sila.
Nakakatuwa. Sa August 28, 2018, 66 na taon na po ang RMN. Ang Radio Mindanao Network ay ang pinakamalaking network sa buong Pilipinas. At ito po ay dahil sa inyo, sa inyong walang sawang pakikinig, sa inyong nag-uumapaw na suporta. Maraming salamat po. RMN, 66 na taon na po. Patuloy na maglilingkod, patuloy na magbibigay boses sa masang Pilipino.
Inaanyayahan ng MX3 ang lahat ng government at private agencies, mga simbahan at pamilyang Pilipino na makilahok sa kauna-unahang Star of the World, The Bright Morning Star Contest. Ito ay nationwide campaign sa paggawa ng pinakamaganda, kakaiba at makahulugang parol gamit ang mga trade boxes ng MX3. Maaaring dagdagan ng ilaw o anumang palamuti ang gagawing parol. Nahahati ito sa 2 kategorya, small at big category. 4 feet by 4 feet ang pasok sa small category. Samantalang 6 feet by 6 feet naman ang pasok sa big category. Maaaring mag-download at magsumite ng entry form sa MX3 website www.mx3.ph. Maaari kayong sumali hanggang Agosto at 31, 2018 at abangan ang timeline ng judging through website. Para sa big category, ang mga mananalo ay tatanggap ng 100,000 pesos para sa third prize, 200,000 pesos para sa second prize, at 300,000 pesos para sa first prize at trip for 2 sa Holy Land. Para naman sa small category, ang mga mananalo ay tatanggap ng 15,000 pesos para sa third prize, 25,000 pesos para sa second prize at 50,000 pesos para sa sa first prize at trip for two sa Holy Land. Ang inyong mga entries ay huhusgahan batay sa 50% creativity, 30% execution based on quality of work and composition, 10% na branding at 10% na relevance o theme.
One of Europe's biggest selling boy bands is having their 25th anniversary tour, which is also their farewell tour, Boyzone.
No matter what they tell us,
Boyzone, performing together for the last time, August 26 at the Mall of Asia Arena.
It's not time to make a change.
25 amazing years of Boyzone with a final album on a final tour.
I can dream that we'll turn back the tide.
Tickets at SM and smtickets.com.
It's only worth
Boyzone, their farewell tour from Ovation Productions and DZXL 558. Groove to the music of Tower of Power, their 50th anniversary tour live in Manila. Also featuring Kalapana and Dennis Lambert.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Of all the things I've ever done.
Dennis Lambert, Kalapana, and Tower of Power together at the Smart Araneta Coliseum, September 7.
All through the night wind.
Tickets at ticketnet.com.ph. From Foxlight, Ovation Productions, and DZXL 558.
Subalit ang lahat ng tumanggap at sumampalataya sa Kanya ay binigyan niya ng karapatang maging mga anak ng Diyos. Juan, Kabanata 1, Talata 12.
Ang mabuting balita ay hatid sa inyo ng MX3. Mag MX3 araw-araw para M-Extraordinary.
Paalala, bumili lamang ng MX3 products sa mga lehitimong drugstores nationwide. Iwasan ang bumili online liban kung sa MX3 website www.mx3.ph.
Mang Moy, nandito si Aling Otsit.
Kamusta po?
Eto, 77 na, kumakayod pa rin.
77, matibay ang mga buto nyo, Nay. Sinusunod nyo tiyak ang Commandment number 5. Uminom ng gatas at kumain ng ibang pagkain mayaman sa calcium.
Siyempre, pero kaya ako narito. Baka gusto nyong bumili ng dilis. Yung palang naamoy ko.
Dilis, mayaman sa calcium yan. Isang tabo nga yan, Mother.
Oo ba? Ako, isang balde.
Sundin ang 10 commandments para sa sigla at lakas ng buhay. Paalala ng National Nutrition Council ng DOH.
Rainy season na, ayon sa pag-asa. At madalas, pag tag-ulan, tag-ubo. Naranasan nyo ba yung magkaubong may kasamang madikit o makapit na plema na kahit anong pag-ubo, di maalis-alis or makapit pa din? Ang ramdam mo ay parang may nakabara sa dibdib at lalamunan at hirap huminga? Sa plemang madikit o makapit, dapat Irobitusin Liquid Gel na. Liquid Gel ito, kaya mas mabilis maabsorb ng katawan kaysa tablet o capsule. May tanggal dikit power ito na kayang palabnawin ang barang plema at tulungang palabasin ang madikit at makapit na plema para sa maluwag na paghinga. Guaifenesin is the generic name of Robitussin Liquid Gel. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor. Tandaan, sa plemang matindi ang dikit at kapit, mag-Robitussin Liquid Gel.
DZXL Special Coverage.
Atin ang balikan si XL Radyoman Uno Grace Mariano kaugnay sa pagdinig sa Senado ng maanumalyang 60 million ad placement ng DOT sa Bitag Media Unlimited Incorporated. Radyoman Grace, kamusta na tayo dyan?
Ramsey, mukhang malapit ng tapusin ni Senator Richard Gordon itong pagdinig ngayon ng Senate Blue Ribbon Committee kaugnay din sa advertisement bill sa pagitan ng Department of Tourism at saka ng CPB4 na ang malaking bahagi ay napunta sa Bitag Media Unlimited Incorporated. na pinamamahalaan o pagmamayari ni Ben Tulfo. Lumalabas dito sa pagdinig na mabuti pa pakinggan muna natin si Senator Richard Gordon.
Thank you, Secretary Romulo. Please learn because ang tinalakay ko dito, hindi lang ito ngunit yung More Fun in the Philippines, yung Polska, yung Wow, yung lahat yan. Yung mga tama, may mga lamat lahat yan. And PTV4, I know you're losing money. Take heed at the fact that you have to make TV4 rise. It has never arisen. That is a challenge for the Secretary. So I thank you all, and on this note, we thank you all very much. If I miss anybody, I thank the staff for again staying late last night, and thank all those who sent in their questions. Believe me, there are people sending me questions as if we were still on radio, TV. Thank you all very much, and God bless you, and God bless the Republic of the Philippines. This session is adjourned for the moment, suspended, so that I can call another hearing straight all. So thank you all very much. All the witnesses are now excused. Thank you.
There you have it, live.
XL Special Coverage.
In-adjourn na yung hearing tungkol dito sa 60 billion pesos na ibinigay ng Department of Tourism sa kanyang kapatid, Secretary Thea, sa kanyang kapatid diyan sa Bitag. Si Ben Tulfo. Ilan po mo ng si Grace muna. Grace Mariano.
Yes, kasamang Princess, pinapos na ni Senator Richard Gordon itong pagdinig ng pinamumunuan ng Blue Ribbon Committee kaugnay dun sa kontrobersyal na advertisement agreement sa pagitan ng PTV4 at ng Department of Tourism na noon ay pinamumunuan ni Secretary Juan Dateo. Lumabas dito sa pagdinig na hindi lang pala 60 million pesos yung perang o salapi ng bayan na involved dito sa kontrata. 120 million ang total contract amount pero hindi yan nabigay ng lahat dahil nga nabunyag ng irregularidad. 75 million pesos umano ang napunta sa Bitag Unlimited Incorporated na pag-aari ni Ben Tulfo at yung